Awaken to play.
So here's the thing. Is the thing acting up or not? Okay, the thing's not acting up. Then what's going on? Huh. Hopefully things are going well for you guys. As for me, welcome to the Gamer Man's Lounge. Apparently, something's not right here because it's saying food, and then the next thing... This flavor showed up when I searched up Buldak noodles on Walmart. Okay, I tried to find it on Walmart. They didn't have it. It was like it never existed. And now, okay, I go back to the Walmart search. It never existed. And it was doing that when I was about to do, like, the Buldak ramen flavor thing. Yeah, that was the video where I was, like, testing out the Buldak flavors. I was reviewing the original, the carbonara, and there was the mango habanero, if I remember right. Yeah, I think so. No. Hold on. Lime habanero, not mango habanero. Lime habanero. By the way, I gave you an idea. Mango habanero, do that. Anyway, like I was saying, this flavor did not show up when I was doing the whole epic Buldak ramen review video. And now it just showed up. Out of all the times it just shows up, it shows up now. It's like this thing is like the urban legend with me right now. And what is this rosé or rose? Rose or rosé? If it's rosé, because I have to remember. Look at that, rosé. So, is this supposed to be like? What's going on here? Okay, so it looks very similar. It looks very similar to the carbonara, but what's the difference between this and the carbonara? And I'm trying to go through the ingredients list, wondering, okay, sauce, okay, milk powder, corn syrup, onion, starch, red pepper flakes, milk powder, okay, milk cream. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a creamy flavor that's supposed to compete with carbonara or something. I don't know. I'll go ahead, get this cooked up. While I'm getting this cooked up, I better go figure out topping, because I don't have any of the Bibigo dumplings, so I don't know what to say. Couldn't think of a topping, so it's gonna have to be just plain no topping. So, yeah. Should use a little bit of the water from the ramen. It is a stir-fry noodle after all. So, what I am going to go ahead and do is this. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not good. It's not too much. It's not too much, is it? I'm trying to make sure I don't pour too much in. Okay, so here's the... Oh, hello, what is that? That is a nice... Wow. That just let out a rich smell. That is interesting. And then there's the Buldak. I didn't think that happened, but... Okay, tear into that. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, there's that. Okay, here we go. Okay. Holy crap. It does taste kind of different compared to the other Buldak sauces. Figured out a way to reduce the ramen water. So I'll go ahead, pour some of that ramen water in. Move that aside. Put that in. Then go ahead and put that in. And then, here we go. Let's begin the stirring process. Okay, here we go. Wow. Hello. Okay. Should have just did that. No, not really. Okay, it is looking like a competitor to the carbonara. I will go ahead and say that. It's like the carbonara had a cousin, or the carbonara had a competitive brother, or something like that. Like, I don't know. There we go. Here we go. It does look like carbonara. Okay, but I did mix them up with each other, so... No, I'm over-exaggerating. I am over-exaggerating. It does look close enough to carbonara, but it does look like a rival to the carbonara. And I'm supposed to get some of that rosé powder, or rose powder. I think I'm supposed to pronounce it rosé. Whatever the case may be. This is an entirely new flavor to me. I already have a drink. I'm just too lazy to present the drink. And besides, it's not much for a drink. I will go ahead and fill it up. I'll do the drink later. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ready to dig in. Yeah, it does look close enough to carbonara, but I think it's a little bit more darker compared to carbonara. But I did get kind of a rich smell when I opened up the powder packet. That's interesting. I'll go ahead and... It's interesting. Hold on. Mmm. Mmm. It's richer, creamier, but it tastes a different kind of creamier and richer compared to carbonara. So I think it's leaning more towards the... I guess you could say it's leaning more towards the... I gotta figure out what on earth rosé flavor is supposed to intimidate, or if it's like its own thing. Did I say intimidate wrong? Yeah, I think I said intimidate wrong. Also, intimidate's not the right word. Pardon my bad pronunciation. And pardon my bad grammar. Yeah, but this is very interesting. So I think this is leaning more towards milkier-ish, creamy-ish flavor compared to the carbonara. So that makes a lot of sense. I'm confused. Hold on. Not bad. I will go ahead and say that. I will go ahead and say it is trying to be in its own league. I don't think it's competing with carbonara. But the question here is, what is this flavor based on, or is it its own thing? I may have to dig deeper and whatever the case may be. It does have that creamy taste, it does have that rich taste, but it wants to be in its own league compared to carbonara. This is entirely different compared to carbonara. And with that totally said, if I were to basically pick this over carbonara, I would just prefer getting both. To be honest, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even be playing favorites with carbonara. Because, like I said, this is trying to be in its own league. And that's interesting. I will go ahead and say, does it decrease the spiciness? Yeah, it ends up decreasing the spiciness. Is it still spicy? Yeah, it's still spicy. It does decrease the spiciness, but it doesn't erase it. Okay, so here's what's going on here. It's pronounced Rosé, and what Rosé was... Okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and just get this started. Okay, remember back then when it came to the pink sauce craze? I noticed some people in the comments were being like, hey, here's the original pink sauce that came before the pink sauce, and it would be the Rosé pasta sauce. Yeah, that. Think of that. But what Rosé pasta sauce is, it's supposed to be a more creamier focused pasta sauce compared to carbonara. Okay? And also, here's another thing. When Buldak decided to take carbonara and then adapt it as a ramen flavor for their Buldak lineup, that was the same case when it came to the Rosé pasta sauce. Okay, let's take the Rosé pasta, but let's adapt it for a ramen flavor in our Buldak lineup. And that's essentially what the Rosé pasta is. And when it comes to the Rosé pasta, or no, scratch that. When it came to the Buldak Rosé, like the Rosé pasta, it is more focused on this being creamier flavor compared to carbonara. So there's more of a focus on being a creamier flavor, okay, compared to carbonara. So that's what the Rosé really is. Okay, so here's what's going to end up happening here. So I'm going to compare the Rosé Buldak to the carbonara, and we're just going to go ahead and see if there's going to be a comparison or not. But I don't think there are no winners, to be honest with you here. No one isn't better. They both decrease spiciness a bit, and they both have richer flavors. So here you go, side by side, the carbonara and the Rosé. Also, for the toppings, I had to improvise. Now, one thing I noticed is how one of them comes out a darker color compared to the other one. But here's the thing, I was expecting the Rosé to be that way. But I'm pretty sure I ended up using too much of the ramen water. I was careful. I think I used up a bit too much, so the rosé is coming out lighter than that in terms of the color comparison here. So, but then again, it's kind of exposing where it's kind of exposing more of that pink sauce vibes, the original pink sauce that came before the pink sauce mess. So, there's that. Okay, so the rosé should be in the foil plate that I made. That's going to be bigger than the other. So, all right. So this is, let's go ahead and move on over to the carbonara first. I'm going to go do that. Hello. They're getting stuck to each other. Oh, hello. Okay. So yeah, there's that. They're basically stir-fry noodles. Oh, hello. Alright, hold on. Okay, the carbonara is creamy, don't get me wrong, but this one has more of a focus towards a richer color. Like, remember, both this and the rosé are pasta recipes, basically adapted into Buldak ramen flavors. Okay, so something like that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's getting my nostrils with progress. As a matter of fact, the Buldak spice. Love it. This is what I like about those noodles, because they clean your sinuses. Not clean your sinuses, clear your sinuses. So if you have, like, a stuffy nose or whatever the case, you can just go ahead and get a bowl of that, and then no problem. Okay, so you have the rosé. All right, there's the rosé. Yeah, there's that. This is where we're going to get more of a revelation than ever. And it's going to be ham. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, look at the detail. Alright. Yeah. That one's going to be more focused towards being a creamier flavor compared to the carbonara. But when it came to the nerfing of spiciness of the Buldak sauce, this one, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but this one just flat out nerfed. It really nerfed the spiciness compared to the carbonara. Again, it's still spicy. It's going to be still spicy. That's going to be the thing. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this one is going to be, like I said, these two are going to be more different from each other. There's no way in hell you can pick a winner out of these two. Okay? Because here's the thing. This one's more going to be focused towards a more creamier flavor compared to carbonara. If you want a more creamier flavor, there's that. But both the carbonara and both the rosé, they're pasta recipes essentially adapted into Buldak ramen flavors. So this one's going to have more of a creamy flavor. So yeah, there is no way in hell that these two are going to be competing with each other. That's the thing. This one is going to be more, okay, if you want more of a rather simplistic, creamy flavor, this one's the case. compared to the carbonara. The carbonara, hey, it's going to be rich and creamy, but if you want more creamier results, this one's going to be the case. And that's definitely going to be the thing. So, I don't know what happened here, but the spiciness... Yeah, look at this. Okay, now the noodles are beginning to come out a bit more darker compared to the... No, it's a bit more lighter compared to the carbonara, actually. Yeah. This kind... And not only that, when I made the little slip up here, it kind of exposed more of that OG pink sauce that came before the pink sauce craze vibes. So, yeah, this is basically, hey, look. This is the OG pink sauce that came before this whole mess. And then, there you go, rosé pasta, and now adapted into a ramen flavor, just like what we saw happen to the carbonara. Okay, now this time all meals come with a drink. It is a iced tea. Okay, no ice, but it's cold. It's a cold tea. I will go ahead and say, impressive. I'm not doing a review of the tea. I'm doing a review of the Buldak ramen rosé flavor. Now, the rosé flavor, like I said, in its own right, it's its own thing in terms of creaminess and richness. And carbonara is basically its own thing. Both of them are going to nerf the spiciness, but in an unexpected way. If you're not very careful, or whatever the case may be, you could have the rosé flavor Buldak nerf the spiciness more compared to the carbonara. So that could be something that I did quite notice just now. However, I will go ahead and say, when it comes to the rosé flavor, I would get that alongside the carbonara. Just get both. Go with both. Okay, just go with both. Alright, that's all. I'll look forward to you in the next video. Peace out.